What's wrong with you? All right.
Sorry.
That would take forever to answer. Just kidding. All right. So Democratic leaders gave a 78-page manual to members of Congress to help them answer questions about that murky pile of sludge called Obamacare. Do you think they even bothered to read that, too? It's called a toolkit, perhaps because it was designed by tools. In a way, Obamacare is like kale. Anything whose appeal takes this long to explain has serious problems. This is all happening while congressional panels are looking into whether HHS Secretary Kathleen Sebelius violated laws looking for cash for Obamacare's rollout. Sebelius was worried folks won't sign up for the plan if they don't know about it. But wasn't that the plan to begin with? Isn't that how it became law in the first place? Expansion through ignorance is big government's survival mechanism. What you don't know won't hurt you until it's too late. But if all of America had acted like the Tea Parties and asked questions early on, maybe we could have avoided this mess. That's why the IRS scandal matters. After all, they'll be enforcing Obamacare, which is like lemmings enforcing a cliff. Until now, Obama world has been all about soaring rhetoric and highfalutin ideas, but now to America's average Joes and Janes, the war is at their doorstep. Even the unions are turning on this mess. It all sounded great in the abstract, but the IRS just gave small government America, which is most of America, its cold water in the face. They finally went too far, and now we can all see what big government actually means. Destruction that actually needs directions.
So crazy.
Dana, you said to me earlier the talking points for the health care bill is 78 pages, which is 4 times longer than the new Obamacare short form.
Yes. So the original form to apply was some number that people were just like, oh, that's too much. So they made a short form, and it's 21 pages long. So the 78-page document is actually 4 times as long. I had a rule, communications-wise, that if you couldn't fit the talking points on an index card, you had to go back, try again. I'm sure they have footnotes and all the like, but 78 pages, even that becomes a laughingstock.
Well, you know, for Dana, an index card is this. Because of your size. See, it was a little, it was called a
and I write really small.
And you write, so all right, that didn't work, Eric.
Okay. Fell flat.
Are you following, Eric, the Sebelius controversy?
Yes.
About actually
a little bit.
Accused of acting improperly by seeking private donations?
Private donations to handle something that was supposed to be done by the government to part of the outlay, the rollout of Obamacare. It's just another layer of the fail that Obamacare is. A shakedown, too. One of the things that, it was in our research, and we kind of pulled it out, but I called Rand Paul's office. I said, did you mean what you said about this stuff? Sure enough, he says, or their office says, there's 122,000 different diagnostic codes in Obamacare, which means there are some 900 or something relating to animals. So if you get bit by a turtle, it's this code. If you get bit by a dog, it's this one. And there are 2 for running into a pole. If you run into a pole, there's a code for that. If you run into a pole a second time, it's yet a different
question.
For Bob, it's often a stripper pole.
The point is,
oh my gosh,
the
they probably have that in
bureaucracy
there
behind
too.
this bill, this law, is a joke. It's going to absolutely bankrupt us.
That's the Bechdel code.
Sorry.
I wonder if there's a code for being attacked by flying squirrels, because apparently I have them in my house.
Flying squirrels.
In my roof.
You better be careful those things.
In Manhattan?
No, out in the country. But I thought the guy was playing a joke on me. I didn't even know they exist. But you told me, Greg, they do.
They probably have, you know, a code for that.
I bet.
Before you bury Obamacare, let me just say that the most similar health care bill or program in the country is Massachusetts. And one of the things we've been saying here all along is that people with small businesses with near 50 employees would drop their employees' insurance and let them go into Medicaid. It turns out that in Massachusetts, less than 1% of them have done so. And it is a very strong incentive not to drop your employees out of health care benefits for 2 reasons. One, they're tax deductible, and secondly, they are a way to encourage people to come to work for them.
I'm so confused because I thought during the campaign it was that Obamacare had taken all the bad things about Romneycare and then made it better, but now Massachusetts is doing great. I'm just confused.
Well,
so apparently
it is
good, and this is
now it's good.
It's
good as bad and bad as good.
I always thought it was a good idea.
All right.
Okay.
That is a surprise. Okay.